Now, one thing I've always, or one reason I've always held heroes in like higher regards. I mean, higher regard is that I notice how hard it is to actually be a hero or be like the good guy. Because when I see a hostage being used, then like I'm like, damn, what do you do, right? Because of course, due to like how the story goes, usually it's fine, but you know, in real life, or at least if it's not a story, bruh, we are cooked because for some reason, right? Whether it's the good guys or like the heroes, they gotta like have a 100% success rate or like 100% like accomplish rate. So, like for example, let's say there's like a village that needs saving or like a building that needs saving, and there's like 200 people in that building. The hero gotta save all 200. If one person dies, they blaming the nigga. They said you kill my mom. He didn't kill him. The villain killed him. Hero ain't do shit. But like you gotta save all of them, bruh. One of them gone, your record gets cooked. So that's why I'm saying that when you use that's why hostages work so well because like the idea that even one person can't be harmed. Of course, like that's the whole point. You know, all life matters. Yada yada yada. We all know that. So because of that, the bad guys take advantage, and then so now they would use like hostages to get things that like of course nothing more viable than human life. Let's get that let's get that out there. But I would see sometimes some villains would like I think no, it happened in Sonic once. I remember I was a kid. No, I don't think I was that young, but I remember Eggman. I think traded some little kid for a whole Chaos Emerald, bro. I said a Chaos Emerald. This little, I was like, bro, who's this kid, bro? He said, hey, Sonic, this kid gonna die. You don't give me that Chaos Emerald. I said, no way, bro. Ain't no way. Of course. Sonic can't be like, no, a Chaos Emerald's worth more. Like, he can't say that. He's the good guy, bro. He has to hold that. And now I'm just like, damn. That's kind of crazy. Like, this moral shit, hey, it looked easy in stories, but it's actually quite vicious. And now I'm thinking, too, the first person to ever use the hostage tech, like, I could just imagine how demonic, like, they were viewed at by everyone else. Because, like, no one thought of, like, using people's loved ones and shit to, like, get them to do things. But like some seeming ass dude just caught up doing it, and then boom. Now like for generations, everyone's just doing that shit. But yeah, cause I knew hostages were a problem. I think I was reading Azumi, this manga, and Azumi was walking the streets, right? And like these bad guys, this gang, they said, "Yo, Azumi." She was like, "Huh?" She looked over. They just snatched this random woman, bro. Snatched her. I was just like, come to the riverbank at 3 p.m. tomorrow, or she dies. And then like she's like, bro, I don't even know that woman. Like she's like, bro, this is an absolute stranger. I don't even know her. It's like I don't care if you don't know her. Come tomorrow at 3 p.m. or she dies. And then the guy runs off. And Sumi's like, damn it. I'm just like, wait, she actually has to go? And I'm thinking about him just like, damn. Being a good guy, damn. You really have to go because that's a human life. We gotta save everyone, right? So it's like, damn, that's crazy. So yeah, so I always give mad grades, bro, because again, because of how stories work and all of that, things have to work out. But like, if we're keeping that being, if someone's really vicious, they still smoking them. Like whether you do it or not, you know, they're like, hey, drop your weapons, drop all of that, yada yada, kill you, then kill them. Like that's honestly how it actually goes. But the story can advance it if it goes like that. So they're basically stuck in a situation where it's like you have to suffer a loss, right? Like if there's like you can kill them because like there'll be checkmate situations where the villain has no way out. He will die here. Then they grab a hostage. Let me go or they die. So now it's kind of like, okay, this person is clearly someone who will harm people in the future. I can guarantee get them out of here right now, right this second. But at the same time, that person will die too. So what do you do? This is like, we have to save as many lives as possible. True, I agree. So you let them go. Next day, the villain goes still killing niggas. Damn. It's like, all right. Then we go back. We take out the villain instead, and then the villain, of course, kills the hostage, and then now that person gone because you weren't trying to compromise, and then now you're blamed for not compromising and being too ruthless and shit like that. There's really no win-win scenario, because again, stories make it look easy, but people forget that these are stories. But like these scenarios happen. I mean, hopefully not, but somewhere in the world is probably happening. I wouldn't doubt it, but when they do, it's kind of like, do you just bite the bullet and be like, hey, in the bigger picture, you gotta go. I'm sorry that this hostage gotta go with you. Is what it is. It's just bad luck. It's just fate. Yada yada yada. Cause sometimes they just gonna wipe out the hostage and the guy. So yeah, I've seen some absolute like reversals happen simply off like just one random. I know random. I'm saying random to try to like act like they shouldn't be saved, but at the end of the day, it's what it is. Like people would have big dreams, big goals about to succeed. Then of course, and it's not. And of course, sacrificing those things for your loved ones is a beautiful story. But the bigger issue is letting them go. That's the bigger issue because they're gonna wild out. They're gonna wild out once they're free. But of course, the story's not gonna paint it in a way where them saving the hostage is a bad thing, because that's not what the theme should be saying. But don't let them fool you. This hostage shit is tricky. It is tricky. So yeah, so it's never really a right or wrong. It's one of those moral situations that you're gonna lose, because the only way out of those hostage situations is if the hostage survive and the guy dies or the person dies. But like, how convenient is that? Like, someone is strong enough, or they get these hostages, they're threatening to kill them, and like you have to solve this situation with nobody dying and just the bad guy, when everybody involved life's at risk. Like, are you serious? At that point, it's really not something that, at that point, yeah, it's not something that could be solved that cleanly. But for the themes, it got to. But yeah, so I'm not too sure if like how other people would react in a situation where they see someone either like they claim it's for the bigger picture, and I know everything's context too. Everything's context. It's not like it's a blueprint of like this works in every scenario. But in those like situations with like the burning building or yada 200 people involved, and in a hostage scenario, the hero could save them, but it results in a lot of deaths. But like again, the deaths didn't come. The hero's not killing them. It's the villain. The villain is killing them. The hero just stopping the villain. It's just that if the hero lets the villain go, theoretically the villain won't kill the hostages. But that's not a fact. The villain could easily go while he's going, go kill the hostages too. So it's like, it's not like an actual deal. The only thing you can guarantee is the hero, taking out the villain. That could be guaranteed. But the villain keeping his word or keeping their word, hey, y'all got faith in that shit. Y'all got faith in that shit. So I'm not too sure how it stands morally, because again, there's no clear answer. So it's one of those things where everybody's right. It's one of those things. But yeah, that hostage tech, but I've seen a lot of different interpretations of it. A lot of different people like, usually they play it safe and go the whole like, everyone must be saved no matter what. But that's only because we know deep down everything will be okay because it's a story. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be okay. But unless it's like tragic backstories, anything happen, tragic backstories. But like in present time, that's when it gets tricky. Especially with like, usually when someone has a hostage to do something, either they're gonna get something big out of it. So just like, do you really want to give this evil ass person that wants to use life as a negotiation more power and influence or to escape, it's like taking them out could honestly be the priority. But lives, human lives are in danger. You gotta save them. So that's why people be wanting them like vigilantes and them dark heroes and the morally gray heroes. That's why Tippy wanted that shit, bro. Cause they be like, just kill them. Fuck the odds. It's like it's y'all's fault for getting captured. I'm like, damn. They weak as hell, bro. They can't really do much. Like this is a super villainy. But yeah, so again, I've always had heroes. I always held them to a higher standard because it really is much harder to be a hero, bro. Like just because everyone wants to be a hero, don't mean that shit's easy. Villains got it good. They don't got to do anything but what they want. Heroes got to play by so many rules, bro. And they still got to save everybody. No matter how many people involved, still got to save everybody. Even if it's not their fault. If anything goes wrong, they still blame. Like the villain could directly kill all these people. Hero still blame. Why you blaming the hero? Hero ain't do shit. They ain't do shit, bro. But yeah, these hostage situations again. I don't know. When I try not to dog too many points, but deep down I do be like, damn, low key, bro. Fuck them, bro. Low key, like why we gotta be in danger? Like we could have won, bro. We could have won. People out here getting captured. Like you fucking up the bag, bro. We had the playbook. We about to win. Y'all fumbled, bro. It's not even like the hero and them fumbling. The pedestrians. But again, it's not like you could like blame them too. I don't know. It was a fucked up situation. So yeah, there's no true moral way out of it. The only way is literally just like crossing your fingers and just praying. Please, please give me that 100% success rate, bro. Please let nobody die, even though theoretically someone should die here. There's just too many people with their lives at risk. So it's like if their lives are at risk, like there's a certain percent chance that someone will die, right? Like if your life is at risk, it's not a 0% chance you will die. Because if it's a 0% chance you will die, your life isn't at risk. So there's a certain percentage that would that you will die. That's why you're at risk right now. And if there are thousands of people involved, then by math, someone should be dying. Someone should be dying, bro. But nah, so you still gotta pray that everything breaks and then everything works out well. That's just how it is, and that's just how again stories go. But conceptually, that should be one of the foulest ways to like just operate, just in general. Like just using hostage, got the loved one. You can pretty much get them to do anything simply because the value, of course, people place on the loved ones is like the highest, and that's good. Like that's a good thing. But at the same time, people can take advantage of that. So it's like you got to be some portionless. I don't care about my family, friends, loved ones to not have hostages work on you. But like if that's how you living at that point, there's no point living that kind of life. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. But again, I always give a lot of leeway in those kind of scenarios, but still deep down I'm like, damn. And honestly, I respect villains for taking advantage of that shit, bro. It works, and it will always work. That tech will never die. It will never die. It will always work. It is what it is. Is what it is. But yeah, that's about it, though. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe to support the channel. Also check out the Patreon too. Links in the description down below. Get early access to more videos like this one. You also get access to my spots as well. Again, links in the description down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all later.